Hello, welcome to another video of the Alien World series. Today I am going to make a video on how to put the simple beads on an alien that is already stuffed. So this little guy I sewed up last night with the intents with the sole purpose of seeing what it would be like to bead him with the method I used on the unstuffed ones. So there's a difference between the simple beading and then the complex beading, and there are already videos on those, but both of them were done before the alien was stuffed. It was done, this one hasn't been finished, it was done like that when the alien is open. So I started this one yesterday and did not come back to my little work space until this morning, but I thought I'd make a video while it's quiet on this. I have made 2 rows, so that's the first one, and then I made the one on the back, and I'm going to use the same length of cotton that I have used on my previous ones. So I use my table as a guide, and it is going to measure 80 centimeters, and then I double it up and then I cut it. So I've measured 80 centimeters, doubled it up, and now I'm going to cut it. Put that aside. I have my beading needle, and I'm threading both of them, both the ends, through the hole. I'm then pulling it all the way down to where the join is on the other end, and then I'm pulling it so there's no bumps, they're all even, they'll all be the same length. All the way down to the end. And now I'm ready. I'll be using the same technique as I did when it was flat and wasn't stuffed. I'm going to be, as you can see, starting quite low down, and now we'll zoom in and tilt the camera so that I've not got the aliens in the back. I am starting quite low down and running the needle up the back of the stitches, pulling it through, leaving a little tail of cotton. Then I am doubling back, so it's come out there, I'm doubling back a little bit, going up just 2 stitches, giving it a tug, doubling back, and then going further up where I'll place the first bead. He's caught on the eye there. If I give it a good tug, I can see that this over here is not moving, which means it's very firm, firmly anchored. I'm cutting off these little scragglies. Are they gone? Give it a pull, that's inside. I've selected the beads I wanted, the colors, and I've put them on my whiteboard. It's basically the back of a cereal box. And when I'm working down, I like to work away from me, which means that I'm beading away from me. Move the camera a little bit more. Get the cat lights. Okay. I feel like I'm in an operating theatre. The first bead, pick up. I've got to work out where he's going to be. So I work inside the stitches of the decrease. So I'm coming along here and all the way up. So this is the groove here. So now I know where I'm going down. I'm putting the needle back in, but not exactly where it came out. I'm leaving a little space for the bead, because the bead is going to need to slot in there. Very happy with that one. So if I pull it back, you can see where it's come out. Take another bead. By this time I know the size of the bead because I've picked it up already. And then I'm going back into that groove, going enough distance for it to slot in. Please don't make a knot. Here we go. Give it a little tug and slot it in. I am going down about 2.5 stitches in length. Pick up another one. Go down. Slotching it in. You need to give it a good tug. But you have 4 threads, so giving it a good tug is not a problem. Now, I'm going slowly because I'm demonstrating, but actually once I get going around the corner here, it goes quite quickly. Going around the corner. Going to have to just check my yarn, because I think there might be a bit of a twist in it. The twist is coming out at the last moment. Pick up another bead. I'm going to tuck this away with my finger. Go in, come out about 2 away. See, it keeps doing that. It wasn't doing it earlier, so there's definitely a bit of a twist. Bit of a twist in the yarn. Sorry about that, went off the screen. Let me just zoom out a little bit. I think you're getting the idea. Don't have to be that close. It's the last one. Still going to go in. Still going to go 2 stitches away. Then I'm going to turn around. Okay. Turn around. And look what I'm going to do now. Instead of going up the back, found this technique. I'm just literally going to go through the beads again, which is how I would do it if I had the complex beads. So I don't have to turn it over, I don't have to work up the back. I'm literally working up the front, going through the bead, going right in just behind the bead, going underneath the stitches, coming out into the bead. Going in just after the bead, going out through the bead. Going in just after the bead and coming out through the bead. Going in just after the bead, coming out through the bead, and all the way up. I've calculated that I should be able to do 2 rows with my yarn, my cotton. So let's give it a try. I've come up there. I'm now going to simply find the next groove, which is this one here. Run my finger up to find out where I am, and I'll start a little bit further down and about there. I've literally gone straight into it. I don't need to attach the yarn or anchor it because that's already been done by the previous row. Don't want to have the bead right next to the other one. Try and stagger it a little bit. Don't be shy to give it a good tug time to time. So this one is just above his eye. Do I want to go all that way down? No, not necessarily. I think that's fine. So I'm just going to turn around, come up through the bead, and do like the last one. Go back in just behind the bead, come up through the bead. Go in just behind the bead, come up just through the bead. I must say, I'm actually really enjoying this. I've said in most of my videos that it's always a learning process, and there's nothing I like more than tweaking a pattern over and over and over again. So it'll probably take at least 50 to 100 aliens before I'm anywhere close to feeling that I've explored all the different possibilities. Because sometimes I can feel when I'm making something, because I love to make many versions of the same thing, that something's a little bit off. I can't quite put my finger on it, and so I make more and more and more until I can find out what it is that's bothering me. I'm very happy with that, and I got my little bit of tail left, which I will now work down. And because this guy's already stuffed, I don't have to worry at all about catching the back of the thing like I did earlier on. I didn't, one of the earlier ones. Let's make sure, there we go. So it took me 16 minutes to do 2 rows, because I'm looking at how long this video is. And the other ones took me 13 minutes to do 1 row of the simple. So this is actually turning out to be faster, which means in half an hour I could finish beading a little head instead of an hour. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Lovely. So that is the one that was beaded while he was open, and this is the one that was beaded when he was already closed and stuffed. And one really can't see the difference, but I would say that one is easier. He's done in a different yarn. You can see the yarn is thicker. This one is definitely Stylecraft Special DK, and I am guessing, but I could be wrong, but no, I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess. I know this one over here, I know he is Mariners. I believe he's Mariners, but he could be Poundland, but I don't want to I don't want to swear by it. I'll have to go and find the package. But these guys, this one here is definitely Stylecraft. I like the Stylecraft ones because they're thinner and I love the colors. Most of those little guys there are now Stylecraft, but not the white one. Don't know what he is. So yes, very happy. Thank you very much for watching, and I I apologize if you've tried a previous version of my beading and then you come across this video and think, oh goodness, that's actually easier. But yeah, I can't actually say more than that. Have fun. That's the best part. That's the most, not the best part, that's the most important part, is to have fun. So cheerio until the next video. Bye now.